This is where it all started from. Damn, those things were cool, weren't they?
Yeah, it's had good bodies on them and
all
the
South
way around.
Australian icons on that shirt, mate.
Oh, yeah. I think they're the only 3 that ever won the Australian title. That's what it is. It's a title shirt.
Okay. Mate, how long ago was it that you lived in Bridgewater, South Australia?
Ooh. 91?
Wow.
90?
30-something years.
Yeah.
34 years, something like that.
A long time ago.
Look how easy it is for you. You just sit here in front of this desk and you just,
Yeah. No, not really.
No.
This is the bill paying part.
We both know this is not how it normally rolls.
No, for sure.
How long have you been in this building?
We did this in 2008.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been here quite a while.
Yeah, 17 years, something like that. Got a few business cards.
Yeah. A lot of them are older and done now, but I've got to clean her up here one of these days.
Well, it doesn't look that... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not Charlie Garrett.
Oh, no, Charlie's is...
immaculate.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a surgery, like a doctor's surgery.
Yeah, there ain't a crumb anywhere in this place.
No, and you better not take dirty shoes in there.
No.
As you well know.
Absolutely.
It's I can't imagine it's an easy industry to be in anymore, Jamie. Particularly since COVID. Things went a little crazy, and that's without normal people dealing with parts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gone. The prices are going outrageous. The getting the pieces are hard, and it's always... It's like the good old boys are retired, and they got a bunch of young kids in there, and they send stuff out, and there's no... prices go up, quality goes down, So it's like, it's very difficult to deal with. Yeah.
And you're not dealing with a product that is a tangible... It's like buying an apple, right?
Yeah.
You buy the apple, you see that the apple's good.
Right.
Not till you take a bite, then you go, oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Absolutely.
Whereas you put your product under high pressure, high stress.
Oh, yeah. They're a ticking time bomb.
And you're not standing there when they fire them up.
No.
Nor are you there when they're racing at night all the time.
No. People make changes and go at it alone sometimes and then make the wrong one and have problems or don't check or stuff like that, but that's just what you got to deal with, Make coffee.
So anyone that knows you, Moylie, knows that you're not the $9 latte guy.
No, I ain't wasting my money on that crap. No way.
So you just drink the drip coffee, the instant?
Instant. Yeah, you get about 100 cups out of one bloody jar, and it costs you $9. So why not?
It's nice to hear you sound like an Aussie when you just said it like that.
Yeah.
I had, as you know, you met Lauren and Wayne Rowett the other day from Tolman Speedway.
Nice people.
And Lauren was in the Mexican restaurant with Kerry, and she said, something oblique, I need a bloody drink. And Kerry, just the look on his face is like, God, I miss hearing someone say that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No.
Has it been tough living here, mate? Like, do you miss home?
Oh, God, yes. Yes. The winters are the toughest.
Yeah.
I hate the winter. I hate the cold anymore. You never get warm. You're always, your body aches or whatever, and I guess that's part of getting older too.
That's why people move to Florida during the winter, right?
Yes. I'll be one of them snowbirds.
Will you?
Absolutely.
South Australia seems better than Florida.
Yeah, it can get bloody cold there though.
Yeah.
In the winter, you can be.
Yeah, but your winter will be when you're down with us in the summer.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the worst month here? That can vary, can't it?
January, February. Always the worst.
Yeah, okay.
You can get a lot of snow, but bitterly cold, 20, 30 below at night, and maybe 0 or minus in the day. And
it's so hard to get your brain around it that, there's probably points where you walk out through here, and you're 4 or 5 foot deep in snow sometimes?
Yeah, not as much anymore. It seems like we don't get as much snow.
Okay.
Yeah, I can remember being here, and the drift was higher than the door, and I'd have to dig my way into the door. You have 18-inch snow and blowing 30 mile an hour, the drift can get bloody big,
And it'd be dark a lot, right? It'd be like dark early, dark late, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but then it can also be as deceiving. When the snow's down on the ground and it's a foot or two deep, the sun could be bright and reflecting off the snow, and you open the door and it's like bright as heck, But then you step out the door and it's 10 below. It looks like it's going to be a nice day outside, but no.
Now I know why Americans love summer so much, why you get so excited about it. But then it's
year,
110 degrees.
This year's been brutal.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. and it's so wet and damp, and we're still mowing the lawns twice a week.
Now, don't complain about that.
I
Because
know.
I
I
know
love
it's your
to mow.
finish.
I love to mow the lawn.
That's right.
That's my 1 hour of peace that nobody bothers me. I can just mow it and try and get my strips straight and make it look nice for mother or make it look nice at the shop and get done. I'm like, damn, that looks nice when you drive off, you know. But
It is therapeutic, isn't it?
it is, absolutely. For me it is. That's like my walk or something, you know.
Yeah, yep.
But no, I enjoy mowing it. I got me a rider now. So
I was going to say, right, okay, so...
got me a little zero turn, so that's even more fun.
So you haven't been on the pull start for a while?
Oh, yeah. I've been on a pull start for, ever since, well, I get married. 21 or 2 or something like that. So I've been on the push mower till 57. Finally got me a rider, and I was like, holy shit, this is a life.
Now, just to clarify, you mean a ride-on mower,
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
rider.
Yeah, rider.
In your world, a rider is different to a ride-on mower.
Yeah. But no, it's all good. All right.
Well, show me outside what you got going on out here. It's a rare, quiet moment.
A rare quiet.
Not that it's really quiet. You got stuff going on, but
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Motors getting tore down, motors getting ready for rebuilds or whatever, tearing down and checking, and line hunting blocks, and
mate, that guy from Bridgewater, South Australia, ended up doing pretty good for himself.
yeah, been a lot of bloody work.
Did you see it going this way? Is that always your plan to get to this point?
No, I always wanted to race, but then it come to a point where, you know, you had kids and family and houses and small businesses, and
Yeah.
the race car was eating up most everything you had, and you were working 14 hours a day or whatever, and never ending. So I had to get rid of the one that
Yep.
ate up the most money, you know.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed it though. Wouldn't trade it for the world.
And you became one of the most iconic Australian pioneers, mate, when you think back to the day. And Rushy was one of the first, right?
Yeah. It's Russian Steve Brazier
Mm-hmm.
come over here. And, no, it's been good.
But Bob Trossel was a big, important link for us Aussies, wasn't he?
Yeah. I worked for him. Well, Wolfgang was driving the Wykert's car in '85 and just annihilating everybody, and that's the first year I'd come
Oh, wow.
to help Trossel and work for free. Never got a nickel.
Yep.
Worked hard when you work for Bob Trossel. You work
Yeah.
hard. You're up at 7 and you left at 5 or 6, and then you worked on race cars, and then you raced. You know, Max was there
Yeah.
driving at that time, and you raced 2 or 3 times a week as well. But you never missed work. No, he was a good guy, a great guy.
I think Bonza Bradford came over.
Yeah.
Johnny Walsh drove for
Yeah.
Bob as well, and
Brett Lacey.
yeah.
Yeah, quite a few of them. Murcott, Dave Murcott.
Wow.
Yeah. But no. It was very good.
Still, my favourite car of yours is the Snickers car. Just purely because it was an iconic brand.
Yeah. We were lucky enough to have that for, I don't know, a couple of years, I think it was, 2 years, something like that.
You said they did your T-shirts for you, and you always had plenty of candy.
Boxes of candy bars to hand out to the kids, so they paid for all the shirts, and we were able to keep all the money, so that was a bloody good deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Show me around your shop, and we'll go back inside where it's quiet.
Well, they're working on blocks there. And
How many guys you got working for you, Jamie?
Just a couple.
Yep.
2 of them.
Well, this is nice and orderly.
Yeah, that's just some of the head area and some of the machines and flow benches and
Yep. All
Right.
the gotta-haves.
yeah, and these are old tear downs that are waiting to go back to assembly,
Okay.
waiting for pieces or parts, and then this is my assembly room here. So
Yep.
and there are another 4 of them sitting there waiting to assemble. So
How do you go when your hobby is their hobby is your business? Because there'd be a difference in interpretation of that.
God, yes.
In terms of when it should be ready and
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're working on it, when's mine ready and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. You just tell them that when they're ready is when they come off the dyno. When I send you the bill, then they're ready. I mean, you can't. It's very hard to tell someone, yeah, we can have it done in 2 weeks. because you never know what will entail in that 2 weeks.
Yep.
You know, so I always stretch it out to be the longest I can, and
surprise them,
and try and get it done a week or so earlier. You know.
Yep.
So.
The old under promise and over deliver.
Well, yes, that's the thing is you don't want to. Oh, we'll have it done in 2 weeks. 4 weeks is still sitting there because that makes them mad. You know, we'll get it done in 6 weeks. You know, 6 or 7, somewhere in that range there. And then if you deliver in 5 or 6, and they're happy. You know.
Do you number your motors? Do you know how many are out there?
Well, I don't know how many are out there, but we number them on the blocks here. Like this one here is, you know, the 0 number in front is always a 410.
Okay.
You know, so this is Blondie Motorsports.
Yep.
BMS.
Good people. I love the AF dogs.
Oh, God, yes.
God, they're good people. Carlene and Dan and.
Yeah.
I always remember Dan taught me how to remember her name, or she said it that if you had one wheel off a corner, the Carlene.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Between guys like that and Don Long, like you call him DL.
DL.
What an amazing guy, Moylie.
Yeah, he's a great bloke. Being a good friend and always willing to help, and you know, I've got a very good customer, Richard Martin, and they're just all great guys, and they understand that some things are not always perfect.
Yep.
Some things happen, and they don't come in yelling and screaming at you, carrying on. It's just you got all these moving parts in these motors. Well, it doesn't look like much sitting there, but it's a whole cart of parts.
Yep.
Oh
wow, yeah.
So you got all these parts sitting there, and one little bolt fail, and it can take down the whole bloody thing. So
I can't imagine how stressful it is for you on race night. I see you walking around, just being around for your customers.
Oh yeah.
But that's got to be tough, mate.
It is. Especially if three of them have problems, or they're not sure, or usually I stay at the tire truck now.
Yeah.
You can come to me, you know, rather than wandering around. I wander around all night changing things or doing. So if they're not having no problems and everything's running good, I just leave them alone.
How do you go when someone comes up to you where it's not your motor but desperately needs help? Is there a bit of an unwritten rule there that you don't touch someone else's brand?
I don't like to, because I don't know what they got going on or what they got inside of it, and I bet probably the riders or the Kisslers, they probably don't like to touch mine because they don't know what I have inside of it. Because if they have something way different and you change it and something happens to the motor, then they're blaming you, So you have enough things go in motors, or cause problems in motors that you don't want to get into someone else's, and it may just be a part failure. The thing's breaking, or the fuel pump shit itself, or the high speed's got a pinhole in the diaphragm. I mean,
you would have seen it all.
I've seen it all, just like all them other guys. I've seen it all too. But most times, generally, if the people pay attention, and if you feel something is not right, generally it's not. So stop. I have a real pet peeve of people. You can hear this motor coming off the corner, and then it sounds like it's dropping a valve or something. I heard one last week, and I don't know whose motor it was, and I could hear it, and 6 laps later, they're still going. I'm like, geez, pull in, dudes. Just stop, If you're winning the Knoxville Nationals or the 360 Nationals and there's 2 laps to go,
then you run it.
Bury it into the ground. And see if it'll make it. You know what I mean? You got to, know. You don't have a choice, But for a weekly deal, way too expensive.
It's incredible to think that some of the greatest sprint car drivers of all time live in this town from Australia. Like Skip, the Madsen brothers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yourself, you've been here for a long, long time, and now you're a leader in the motor building industry as well. But it's incredible. Why is this town so special? Is it all about that racetrack?
Probably. I mean, I would think if you take the racetrack away, this town would be bussy, I mean, there's...
Which, to explain, is another little town just outside of the outskirts of here.
Yeah, with nothing in it.
Yep.
Very little. Not that that's bad
No.
At all, but the racetrack brings people together and brings businesses, and most people enjoy to go there, So and it's, probably the most well known in the world of,
It is.
sprint car racing, and you got the nationals, and it's always a fun time.
Yeah.
One day I'll be a fan instead of being a worker, but that's all right too.
I can wait. I can wait for you to be that for a little while yet.
Yeah.
Why do people like me always get excited about a dyno, Moylie?
I don't know.
Isn't that where the magic happens?
Well,
but the reality is, all the magic happens here before you get to that point, right?
Yeah, that's the end result.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can mess up. Things can go astray on the dyno in a hurry, So you got to be. I'm a chicken shit when I dyno, so.
You don't lay on it too hard?
Oh no, I'll pull them only to 7 to start with, and make 6, 8, 10 pulls, and get my fuel curve nice, and then I'll go to 7,500, and then some of the guys, now we just go straight to 8. I'm like, nah, it's too hard to stop it if something happens, And but yeah, when I get my fuel curve nice, and my fuel numbers are looking nice, and the motors, the EGTs are good and stuff like that, and then I start creeping up, But it's a nervous bloody thing to be on the dyno.
What's a realistic figure, Moylie? Show me where your dyno is. What's a realistic figure for a 360 horsepower-wise? Even just ballpark. Everyone wants to know that, right?
A really good one, 740, 750.
Okay.
Like, that's a Don Long type, Richard Martin, but
Yep.
they spent a normal one, 730. You don't gain that much, 10, 15, but 10 or 15 in 360 cubic inches is quite a bit,
Yeah.
Especially come qualifying. Feature time, it don't matter.
Okay.
Come qualifying at this place, you got to have everything you got, just like the 410.
Yeah.
Everything you got, and then they detune them to go to race them so they can drive it,
Sounds like the boys are busy.
And they're always blowing up there.
I love your floor out here. I'm not going to lie. Did you have it like waxed up like that? Look all pretty?
No, this was me. This was me doing it. This was me and Keaton actually did this 2 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Oh yeah. I hated it at first,
Oh, I love it.
but
It
now
looks nice and shiny, don't you reckon? I like the floor. Well, that worked out just perfectly.
heck yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's sexy.
Yeah, there's one going on there now. So we had one on there yesterday.
So when will you run this today? Like, it's what time is it now? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. When will you run this?
Probably later this afternoon, probably. Yeah.
Let me know what time, please.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear this. I do love, this is the signature, right? I was saying to Charlie Garrett, this is your stamp,
Yeah.
right? This is the bit when you look inside a motor in there and it's got that little bit of that vapor coming off it just after an engine start.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the driver's sitting there warming it up and you see.
Yeah.
Did you remember the first time you ever saw this? Like when you very first built a motor that went out to somebody else?
Yeah. It was quite a lot of years ago, I guess. But and then was stickers then.
Who was that? Who had your first motor?
God, I couldn't. I don't even remember it, to be
Okay.
quite honest.
They'll tell us. Someone will watch this and say, hey, it was mine. Thanks for remembering.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was Kim Kennedy in Missouri or
Okay.
I can't remember one of them fellows down there, I think. But
Did you race against your engines or were you completely shut down on the driving
yeah,
thing?
no, I raced against them.
What was that like? Is that a
Yeah.
difficult thing to do?
No. Once you get in the race car, it's just another person you're trying to beat. You
Yeah.
know? It's like Charlie Garrett says, it's motor, car, and driver.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of them are missing,
Yeah.
and you're going to run 10th. You know,
Yeah.
if you get it all together, then you're going to be up towards the front.
Yeah.
You know, so
Are you predominantly 360 stuff, Moylie? Like, is that
Pretty
been
much.
your forte?
this year I have quite a few 410s, and I think we still have 6 or 7 more new ones to build. So I've been very, very fortunate. Just hurry up and wait for the parts, you know. Hurry up and wait for the pieces. We keep quite a bit of stock of stuff, and cranks and blocks and stuff like that. Been waiting on heads and injectors for the most part now.
Okay.
Because everybody's backed up. You know?
Yeah.
So
It's better now, isn't it? I remember a couple of years ago I came and saw you. It was horrible.
treacherous. Yeah, it was bloody useless.
Manufacturing just seemed to stop, didn't it?
It was a year to get a block.
Yeah.
I think I had 12 or 13 cranks on order and it took me 11 months.
How did you survive in business during that period, Jamie? Must have
Very
been,
carefully.
Must have been close to the wire.
Oh yeah, you get down there, but usually when you get the motor down and rebuilds and stuff like that, and then try and stock, some more pistons and more rods and stuff like that for the rebuilds. More valves.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like everybody when it was hard to get pieces would just hoard buy. If we really only needed 2, we'd buy 5.
Yep.
So if I can buy 5, then a Kistler or a Ryder or whatever, they can buy 20. They do probably,
Yes.
I'm going to imagine, a couple hundred engines a year or
Right.
more.
Yep.
So we do 50 to 60. So then it backs up the parts people again because everybody's ordering more,
Yeah.
And it's not just them guys, the late model guys, all the way through,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it gets pretty crazy.
If you were Ford, for example, you were building trucks, you build a truck to specification, people take it out on the highway and drive it, no different to the other person that has it. Your product gets stretched to the absolute max. A guy flips, the thing revs, the track is slick, the thing revs,
Yeah.
the track is wet, the thing revs.
Yeah.
There's so many variables in the performance of your product at the end, and it's out of your hands the minute it leaves here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't imagine what that's like.
If they don't have something failing in their fuel tank, or you don't get enough fuel delivery, or they don't have good grounds on it or something, it can affect everything. So, and the motors at Knoxville and a 410, they'll be, 72 to 74 on the low and 84, 85 on the high. And they just sit there at that RPM for 20 laps, just getting murdered. The 360s are bad. 360s, I think, are actually worse because you can lay that thing on the boards and just let her eat for 18 laps. At 410, at some point, you're breathing it. So then as you breathe it, it gets a cold wash of fuel.
Yep.
And washes keeps the pistons a little cooler and the motor a little cooler and the valves and stuff like that. But it's, certainly, I guess if there's a deal where you can put a simulated lap at Knoxville
Okay.
on the dyno, but they say it's just scary. Yeah, for one lap on there. I think Lee's got it on his dyno. He did a simulated lap in Knoxville, and he's like, man, it just feels like that the thing's coming apart right there, So.
Do you still love the sound of an engine on the dyno?
Yeah.
Or you're listening for things like you can't. You know how when you're a musician, I guess you listen to a song on the radio, you go, "Oh, that sounded sloppy," where someone else goes, "Oh, that sounded great."
Yeah.
What's it like for you to listen to something? Are you too involved in let's make sure it's perfect to actually enjoy the sound?
There's so many variables sitting there and you're looking at so many gauges and numbers on the screen that you're trying to make sure. Look at this number, and then you got a break in the dyno, and if it releases or the water shits itself, that thing will turn 10 grand immediately and get away from you. So yeah, it's pretty nerve-wracking to be on the dyno.
Do customers always want to come and sit with you when you do that, or do you have a policy on that?
They do. It's hard because it seems like every time there's a customer here, you have some kind of little thing that's going astray or weird,
Yeah.
Whereas before, there's no customer here, dyno, boom, boom, 14, 15, maybe 20 pulls to get everything where you need to be, and then take it off and it's perfect, But it's just, that's the way it is.
Al Parker told me he was doing Steve and Sammy's motors at one point, and neither one of them knew. So he was trying to keep them apart from each other, and then one day Steve was arriving while Sammy was at the place. He was trying to shoo Sammy out so Steve would get there and not realise.
Yeah.
In the end, Sammy said, how many's he got on me?
Yeah.
And he said he's got 10 or 15 horsepower on you. And Sammy was actually quite thrilled about that because it meant he was as good as Steve with less motor.
Right.
That's the way Sammy saw that.
Yeah.
So do you have that where people can, what are you building for him? Like, what's he running in? Or is there a moral code?
Sometimes they ask. I don't really tell them.
Yeah.
It's just they're paying me to do a job, and I feel that it's really nobody else's business. I give them insight on, okay, if you change this, we could try this and see if this is better or whatever. Absolutely, but I don't think it's fair to sit there and go from one to the other and tell one to the other of what they do. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
Because it's when they get to the shop, they do all different things anyway. You know, and they'll try different things and try different headers and lengths and stuff like that on the track to see if it's better. So they're trying to work out what's best. You know, what's best for one, maybe not best for the other. It's like Donnie Schatz can drive his car and be a badass, but you put someone else in it, and they might be slow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or hate it, you know. So it's just, that's just the way it is with motors too, you know.
With Richard Martin, he's a good example, right? With having both of his boys race. He's got a sizable investment in his boys.
Oh, yes.
Do the boys, and I'm just singling them out, not meaning to, but do these young drivers have an interest in this side of it? Do they come in and understand motors better, or are they more cold trickles? And I don't mean that Chris and Cam specifically.
Yeah, no. I think some of them want to come in, and then them boys always come in here, and they're always getting parts and pieces and looking at different things and stuff like that. And they're very good boys and very respectful. And some of them want to be in here, but it's hard to just, you know. Well, I have one customer that wants to get his grandson in here, and it's very difficult when it's already a stressful time as it is. So it's like maybe in the fall he can come in for a day or two a week. And,
so they're not in the way. And
so they can learn, I guess. You know what I mean?
I was talking to Kerry last night. He's got Steve Stathy over here from Diamond Bay, checking out his Aussie car owner.
Okay, yeah.
And they raced at Bloomfield.
Yeah,
the other
360.
night. Kerry didn't even know the place was there.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Iowa, right?
Yeah,
There's just so many tracks here.
I've raced there many times.
Have you?
Yeah.
He said it was a cool little joint.
Yeah, wider than Knoxville.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I remember going there one night, and they dropped the green flag for the feature, and I think I was starting 6th or 8th or something. I just ran right against a guardrail and come off running second. And for some reason, I looked over and it looked like we were 6 wide. Or 5 or 6 wide. I'm like, geez, this place is wide. And I'm running 3rd or 4th, I think, at the end, but backed it up. But no, it's good. You need to go to all them places that you've never been to, because it's all part of learning. Yeah. You know, I don't care if you're the best driver in the country, you know.
When was the last time you drove a car?
06, I think.
Wow, 20 years ago almost.
Yeah. It was 06.
Do you ever have... I know the answer to this, but do you ever have a moment where you go, it'd just be cool just to do 5 laps with one of my motors around Knoxville now?
I did in Collins when he raced.
Yep.
Yeah. I did him with him, and that was enough. 5 laps, and I was like, yeah. I think Dominic was there and giving me, Skelsey was there as a practice deal, whatever. Yep. He was giving me shit, so it was funny. But no, I have no desire to get back into one, you know. I've got enough things going on.
Yeah, of course. I know you couldn't do it weekly, but I just mean like the idea of running a 410 just to feel what it's like now.
Yeah. And probably the 360s made more power than we had in a 410 back in the day, you know. Well, them things are vicious, for sure.
Yeah.
Plus the tires are narrower, you know, we had wider tires and stuff like that.
The shocks were nowhere near as effective as they are now, right? That's probably the biggest inroad, isn't it? Is shock technology?
Yes. When I get to Collins, I'd, you know, click here and click there, and I'd be clicking them and going every which way, and I'm like, holy shit, I just need a 4.7 or a 4.8 Pro Shock, a bolt on there, you know. It was too much for me, you know. And you got to have shock dynos to see where you're at, and, you know. Yeah.
Not many people have got these, but almost every, you know, professional team has got a shock dyno in their truck.
Right. Yes, absolutely. You can see where they're at. There's so much more. We didn't know if a shock was bad until we got out there.
That's too late.
Yeah, they know a shock's bad immediately, you know, if the car's doing something different, you know.
The term Iowa nice, Moylie. Have you heard of that? How there's just an attitude in Iowan people, I find. I don't know about, you know, in stress. You catch up with people in stressful environments, which is different. But this little town and the people around it and the outlying townships in Marion County and Jasper County and there's up in Boone when I go to Super Nationals. Yeah. There's just a salt of the earth people here. I wish more
good people.
I wish more people outside America saw Iowa.
Oh yeah. So when you walk across the street in Knoxville and the car comes Does it stop for you in Iowa?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And they wave.
Yeah, do that in Adelaide. They're going to clean you up. You'll be over the hood, and then they're going to call you every name in the book. You know.
Mate, you cross Main North Road and
Oh
take
yeah,
Jeff's Cross.
absolutely. Yeah, you'd be getting cussed up one side and down the other.
It's even like the four-way stops.
Yeah.
Right? You kind of know as you're getting close, you're going, all right, am I there before he is or not? But there's still, it's not a standoff. It's like...
No, you just sit there and wait till they go, and, you know, it's probably the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know, really. A little bit more respectful.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. But.
Man, when you come over here and you fell in love with this waitress and build a family life for yourself over here, the flip side of that was mum and dad. Mum and dad were home and you missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
That must have been really tough for you.
Always
gone,
tough.
You know?
Oh, God, yeah. Yep. Miss them every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The South Australian sprint car and speedway culture is huge. I mean, look at Marchie.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Greenie.
Yeah,
You know, look at the Wigsels. Look at the you know the Cobbies, and we just lost Rick Cobby only just
the
a
other
few days
day.
ago.
Yeah.
With Cheese and there was such an amazing culture around Speedway Park.
And we all raced bikes together back in the day.
Yeah.
Motocross, so mini bikes and sidecars, and
yeah,
I had a lot of them boys swing for me on the sidecar.
I can't even imagine what
I think
like.
Cobby did, and Mark Weaver and Trev, and I can't remember a couple others or whatever, but we're all good mates.
Yeah.
Did you see that deal on the Facebook the other day yesterday when Cobby and everybody and Trev and they all get together?
Yep.
Yeah, that twice a year, and usually I get back for the second one. And we all get together and just have a beer and have a feed and laugh and it's great. And we're all great mates for our whole life, you know. So it's awesome.
It's cool that, you know, with and Kelby's still kicking around, Bad Santa.
Roy.
Yep. We miss
you know what my middle name is?
No.
Roy.
Is it?
Really?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Roy, he's a character.
Yes, he is. Bad Santa.
Oh, God, yes. I could tell you stories back in the day, but we won't get into that.
No, let's not do that.
Oh, wild.
But you look at the Greens and how they've evolved as three different brothers. Steve went into the administration, the promoting. He was an exceptionally good track manager and promoter. Mouse is one of the best crew chiefs to ever come out of Australia.
Yeah.
And Greenie, phenomenal talent behind the wheel, but also on the spanners. When he helps somebody, they go noticeably better. So what a legacy those three have.
Oh, yeah. They're all good boys, and they've all worked hard, and, you know, I always give Trevi shit when he's carrying on about working in the weld shop, you know. This is BS. I said, well, you have 46 years vacation, Cobb. Time to get to work. Nah, but we're all good friends, and we'll give each other shit, but it's all in fun, you know. So no, they've all done well for themselves. So yeah.
This is a ridiculously busy time for you. I'm really grateful for your time today. 360 National starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then you go through to the Cappy, and then you got the granddaddy of them all after that.
Oh yeah.
How much racing have you got after that? Teams will race into October, won't they, in some degree?
Knoxville, they only got like one race after that. Right. They're done. But all these other little places go down into October. I think there's a race at Burlington and then Fall Brawl. I can't remember if that's the end of October or whatever. But by that time, it starts to get cold and, well, not cold, but shitty weather and raining and stuff like that. So, and we've had plenty of that this year.
Yeah, a lot of rainouts. Not this week and not next week.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call that out now. It's not going to happen.
There you
go. So you have to be prepared, I guess, that when it all stops, you've got a plan together, right? That you've been preparing enough during the summer to get ready to just work through the winter without income, I'd imagine, right?
No, we have motors coming in and out all winter.
Okay.
That's a time for rebuild. I tell them to get them in early. Don't mess around. Don't wait till March and say, I need my motor freshened. You ain't going to get it, you know. So most of them are pretty good. They'll send 2 or 3, and then all of a sudden you have 30 sitting there.
How many years building motors now?
Well, for my dad, it's, what was I then? 13?
Wow.
13, 14, yeah.
About the time that Mouse came over by himself as a 14-year-old to America. When he won the Ron Pack 4-car in a game of poker.
Yeah.
Another great story. That
I don't think he wasn't 14 though. He was older than that.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I've heard a story he was that young.
I didn't think he was that. I didn't think he was that because he was with me for years.
Was he?
Mm-hmm. He used to stay at Jenny's mom and dad's house. Him and Buckaroo. You know Bucky.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Them two idiots would get in at 3:15 in the morning every morning, after being at the pub or chasing girls or I don't know what they were up to. But no, it was quite a few years we did that because I don't think. Well, Mouse was helping me in the. I think Mouse was helping me in the Snickers car with Bill Todd too in the '90s. So, yeah, and Bucky was too. Yeah.
There's a family in Indianola that have had a lot to do with Aussies over the years, the Worthingtons. Almost everyone has come through their front door at some point. What an amazing family.
Oh God, yes, yeah.
Like Connie and like just generations of push trucks.
Yeah, I used to stay at their house all the time and ride the shit out of Jimbo's lawnmower and tear it up, and he'd be pissed, and then we'd get home late and kind of be mad at us, so we'd be scrubbing and cleaning the house and vacuuming the floors, but that'd been like a second family to me, really, just awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Iowa nice.
Yeah, Iowa nice, absolutely. So we had a lot of fun together.
I'm going to see a couple of your customers in a minute. I'm heading out to Ankeny to see the Martin boys and catch up with Richard. I'm so proud as an Aussie, mate. People don't understand till they come over what you're doing, as a South Aussie. And I know you're not comfortable with praise, but I don't care. You've built an amazing brand, mate, and people revere your stump pullers with huge respect. So good on you, mate.
Yeah, well, thank you.
I know it's been a lot of hard work.
Oh, a lot of hard work.
A lot of mowed lawns.
Yeah, a lot of hours. A lot of sleeping on the couch. A lot. Yeah, very. But and you get out of something what you put into it. So if you're not prepared to put no effort, then you're not going to get no reward. So the same with race cars. It's the same thing. So no, it's been good.